We are in the final stretch of Parliament for 2022, but the government is in a race against the clock to try and get one of its biggest pieces of legislation through the Parliament.
That is their position on industrial relations. The entire bill is terrible.
We know that it's a little bit confusing, so we're going to bring in our resident expert to try and break down some things for you, such as what is multi-employer bargaining?
Multi-employer bargaining is a situation where workers at different businesses are all on the same pay deal despite having different employers.
Childcare workers celebrate the passage of the government's Industrial Relations Bill through the lower house.
So much of this started with yourselves.
Some examples that are being used in the debate at the moment are cleaners, sheet metal workers, early childhood educators, teachers at non-government schools that all have different employers. But there are a lot of similarities in their work. They all work in the same industry, performing basically the same job. So the idea is that by workers at different employers teaming up, they're able to bargain for better pay rises together.
I'm certainly not horse trading on it. I want to get this right. It affects too many Australians, too many workers.
Labor and the Greens together are just one vote short from passing bills in the Senate. And David Pocock is the vote most likely on this bill. He's been extremely constructive in negotiating with Workplace Relations Minister Tony Burke. He said that he likes 80 to 90% of the bill, and he's prepared to talk about that last bit, that he's not quite over the line.
But at its most basic, David Pocock has concerns about multi-employer bargaining, and the government really wants to keep that part into the bill. And so there are lots of questions and lots of negotiations going back and forth. What makes up a small business? Is it under 15 employees? Is it 20 employees? Is it between 20 and 50? Who can take part? Should businesses be made to take part? All of these questions are forming parts of the negotiations, which is why this is going on for so long. The clock is starting to tick though, and we need to have an answer by next week if the government has any hope of getting this bill through the Parliament. So there you have it. We don't know if it's going to pass. We'll find out very shortly, and we'll keep you up to date with all of the developments.